God damn it, sometimes these dialect fucking barriers are a pain in the ass. Let's read something from Reddit. Okay, this is from Reddit relationship advice. I told my girlfriend how I feel about myself, and I made her cry, and I don't know what to do. 25-year-old man, 23-year-old girlfriend. Okay, he's a 25-year-old man, 23-year-old girlfriend. They moved in a couple months ago. He's, okay, goddamn, his fucking grammar is atrocious. I'm in a Royal Navy medic based. Why is it that he's apparently English but cannot spell like he is? Based in Devon in England, and my girlfriend is from Cambridge but grew up in Cromwell where we met. All of her family is up in Cambridge. We found a place just outside of Taunton in Somerset for us and our two cats. Okay. The specific context to why I feel like an asshole is the fact that I've had poor mental health for a long time and, amongst other things, have very low self esteem. The only things that I really care about are the people in my inner circle, being a good medic, and making sure I don't go back to the state I was in when I was much younger, when my mental health got damaged. Okay, these are reason and these are fair enough things to focus on, so you can't really fault yourself there. There's nothing wrong with wanting to prioritize the care and love to the people around you and your mental health and your job. Let's see where the problem lies, which I'm not going to go into here. Okay, fair enough. You're allowed to have some of your secrets. So if one of those if one of those takes a knock, I tend to go downhill quite quickly. I've been trying to get therapy through Defense Community Mental Health or DCMH because this can't go on. Yesterday we ended up having a bit of a moment. I completely mistook her tone of voice and thought that she was having a go at me, so I became defensive, and that really affected both of our moods until we got back home. We sat down to talk about it. We were able to talk through why we'd had that moment and resolve it. Okay, that's good. That's good. You resolved it in a good way, and you guys managed to talk it out. That's very good. That's actually very good. Good for you so far. Okay. But as the conversation progressed, it started to come up about how I view myself and the impact it has on our relationship. I said that I'm worried that I'm not enough for her. My girlfriend was really upset by this and started crying, saying if I wasn't enough, she wouldn't have given up her support network and moved across the country to be with me. We spent an hour cuddling and reassuring each other. The rest of the day was a good one. But now I feel like a piece of shit for making her cry by opening up about how I view myself. I feel like I should be protecting her from that side of me. I never want to make her cry again. Alright, give me just a moment and I'm gonna say what is important about all this. Listen, dude, you're not an asshole for being open with her about your feelings. It's one thing to protect someone because of how the truth will hurt them. It's another if you're just concealing what's hurting you and they don't know that you're hurting. And I know that as men, we're told that we're supposed to bottle up all the horrible shit that affects us inside because to us it's the most appropriate way to carry on our day as if everything's okay even if we're fucking dying inside. But it's important for you to be completely transparent about what you're going through and what you're feeling. Because if not, eventually all of that is going to be, instead of just internalizing it and bottling it up, it's going to turn into anger. It's going to turn into resentment. You're going to start thinking that this person views you as an obstacle instead of as someone that they love. And once you start feeling that way, you're going to start mistreating and distancing yourself and getting cold towards the people around you. Because you're going to keep believing that they don't care about you because you don't care about yourself. And that's the problem. Like, when you put yourself in an environment where you're basically feeling like you're never enough, when you feel like nothing you do is good enough, where you feel like nothing you do is trying hard enough, unfortunately, all that stuff ends up stacking up. And as a result, you end up viewing yourself in a derogatory light, which is actually very, very bad for you. Because not only will it affect your mental health, it might affect your relationship, it will affect how you see other people and how they might see you. And when you do all these things, it's just gonna affect your life in a really, really awful way if you don't talk to people about what your feelings are about yourself and about the situation you find yourself within life. It's perfectly normal to just look at yourself and say, I just don't feel like I should tell someone about what I'm going through because I don't want to scare someone or worry them. But there are times where you need to come clean about your feelings about a situation, especially if those feelings can end up hurting other people if you conceal them for a long period of time. She's not angry at you or upset with you. She's just worried. Like, if anything, she is sad not because she's angry with you or because you hurt her feelings. She was sad because she loves you and that she feels bad that you feel that way about yourself. And that's why it is that the two of you just need to spend time together and help strengthen those bonds even more. That's the real solution here. Is just to try to slowly learn to accept that you're a person, you're going to have flaws, you're going to have problems, you're going to have issues with yourself. And you should be, like, if you couldn't tell her how you feel, like, honestly, the reaction that you got was actually one of the better reactions that a person can have because it's not a reaction out of anger, it's not a reaction out of pity, it's not an action that's out of ridicule, it was an action that demonstrates that she does value and love you. That's one of the best reactions you could get, despite her being upset at first, is because that reaction indicates that she does very much care about you. And that she does love you and does see you as a person that's worthy of her time and of her affection. It's better to know that 100% about a time like that than it is to have, like, what the reaction that some guys will get, where the girlfriend will laugh at them or just basically diminish or minimize what it is a person is going through when they have those crises where they wonder whether or not their lives have any value or whether or not they have any value to the other person in the relationship. Because it's moments like that where a person will struggle with their sense of self-worth. But the fact is, you're not the asshole. She's not the asshole. Like, neither one of you did anything bad here. This was just a human moment that the two of you shared that more or less allowed the two of you to get closer together. And even though it might not seem like it, this may actually be a very good teachable moment for both of you because it'll help her understand what you're feeling. And it'll also allow you to have a broader understanding as to how she feels about you and how much she cares about you. It may have been a moment that was initially brought on by ugly crying, but hopefully it'll be a moment that will bring about a lot more happiness, a lot more understanding, and hopefully the relationship will be stronger for this because now you guys have learned something about each other within that process.